tell us about this week then. It sounds like it's a very intense week for you.
Yeah, it is. In the last two games on your schedule, I mean, when you get the schedule, no coach looks ahead. So you're just rolling along in the ACC, rolling along, and then you go, well, who do we got next week? And you're like, oh my gosh, okay. Louisville and Florida State, two teams that very easily could be Final Four teams this year. So, but I mean, that's usually life in the ACC. So we have to play very, very well. And, the thing is that we're getting more contributions from our bench, and a lot of different players are sort of popping up for us now. So we had a certain group that sort of carried us at the beginning, and now I feel like we're getting a lot of, like, everyone's doing their job, their role, exactly what we need them to do. So the depth gets you confident.
What do you expect from Louisville in particular?
They're so physical. They are so physical, and they are really talented. I mean, up and down their roster, you see a lot of McDonald's All-Americans. They've done a great job of recruiting, and then he's a great tactician. I mean, Jeff Walls is as good as they get in the conference, and so that's a heck of a challenge. I mean, they started off the season. Their freshmen are really important for them, so they dropped some games early. But since then, I mean, they've been on a tear like I've never seen. So they're very, very, very good. They're one of the best teams in the nation.
And what do you think the last game, with what you went through the last game for them,
Yeah.
does that help you going into this?
Well, I mean, a very physical team as well, and Virginia Tech has a lot of strategy in their schemes and stuff too. So it's similar, but it's just turbo version. It really is.
From what your team did, that they fought so hard.
Yeah. We needed to get our grit back. We need to just be okay if everything's not going great. And Louisville will not let things go great for you. So we're not going to be able to be front runners and just greyhounds in this game. And, we can't have that mentality. We've got to be prepared for a battle.
Is everyone healthy?
Yeah, everybody is. And it's nice having Nigeria Green back. I mean, she's hit, I think, 3 threes in our last 2 games. It's just a great spark for us. And and she's, even if it's, 5-6 minutes of play, it's 5-6 minutes of scoring. Right. And so that's helped us a lot.
Talk a little bit about Michelle Woods and it being her senior night.
Do I have to? I don't want her to go. I do not want that child to leave me. I do not. She is so special to me. And, she was special before, but obviously with the accident and everything that she went through and the conversations you have to have with the family, they get serious. And her family's been so wonderful and so supportive. So they are family to me. They truly are. I mean, I had them at my house at Thanksgiving. I mean, we're really close. So this is going to be a tough one. I was cleaning off my desk today because we have a recruiting weekend. And I went through, and there was a point in the year where I made each player write a letter to the person in their locker next to them. Just tell them how they felt and pick them up, just because kids don't do that anymore to each other. And I went back to my office, and Shelly had written me a letter. I mean, that's Michelle Woods. That's just who she is. And she's like, I just want you to know I got your back, and, stuff that you just die to hear as a coach. So it's going to be a tough night for me.
I was curious, do you and Coach Darnega ever sort of collaborate on any ideas?
We just did this morning. Yeah. I asked him how he turned his team around that quickly after, because we had Notre Dame, and then unfortunately for my players, we had time. And he said, he didn't have the time. So it was kind of one of those things where it was like, pick him off the mat, tell him to recharge. But yeah, we did. And then I said, well, how'd you do it? We have conversations a lot. I mean, we don't set a meeting or whatever, but we see each other in the hall. We hug and we talk, and we'll walk each other's practice and stuff. And I just think he does a great job of the pulse of his team. He really knows what his guys are going to bring. And I said, how did that feel at Carolina? Because at Notre Dame, I felt pretty like, oh, my God. And he said, same way. Like, we just both felt the same way. It wasn't that our players weren't going to try hard. It wasn't that they didn't want it. He said his term was they were overjuiced. And I said, me too. We didn't miss a shot at shoot-around at Notre Dame. Shoot-around at Notre Dame, we did not miss a shot. We made everything. We practiced great. We were great. And then something happens early in the game where the other team just does something that just kind of, and you're trying to get your team back. So it was very parallel. And he said, well, you just won too? And I was like, yeah, but that's different, So it was fun. It was a fun conversation. It's great to have him. I mean, he's a great basketball, but he's a great man. Great man.
And can you just talk about in general, in both of the teams being in the top 20, and
Yeah.
what does it mean just Miami basketball is
This is
really
great.
on the map?
It's just great, and to have crowds, My pink game, the crowd made a heck of a difference, and that goes all the way down the chain of command. Though we're talking about administrative support, we're talking about marketing support, we're talking about people that are interns that are running around town trying to sell tickets and stuff, and so that when when we win a game now, I feel like other people get to celebrate too. You know, it's not like we'll go win and then no. It's like everyone's invested. Everyone's invested in men's program. Everyone's invested in football. Everyone's invested in women's basketball. And so, you know, I don't just go, well, what's my record at Miami? I feel like what's women's basketball record? What's everybody doing for women's basketball at Miami? And that's fun, and I feel great about that. Thanks.
Thank you, have fun.
Yeah.